Last year, I heard a talk by Magnus MacFarlane Barrow. He spoke about the moment his life changed in 2002 when he was visiting Malawi. He met a mother who was dying of AIDS. Her 6 children were gathered around her, and Magnus asked the eldest son, Edward, what he hoped for in life. He said, to have enough to eat and to go to school one day. Magnus said to himself, we've got to do something to help, however small. His first tiny project gave food to 200 children in southern Malawi. Since then, Mary's Meals has grown into an international charity delivering school meals to children in many countries each day. Magnus felt called to do something. He didn't have huge plans or special gifts, but he listened to his heart and was brave enough to take the first step. The word vocation simply means a calling. There is a pull, or sometimes a sense of being pushed. Something in you knows that this is the right way forward. It might be your heart, or your conscience, or a sense of duty, or even of destiny. For a Christian, the fundamental vocation is the adventure of following Jesus Christ in faith. It's a call to grow in love and holiness. Our ultimate vocation is to share God's life in the glory of heaven, to see Him face to face. This is what we were made for. But God calls many people to a special commitment to a particular way of life. It could be marriage or ordination as a deacon, priest or bishop, or religious life in a monastery or convent, or another form of consecration, or a commitment to the single life. It's not always tidy. I'm here in Chelsea, on the site where the home of St. Thomas More used to stand. At first, he thought about joining a Carthusian monastery. Then he became a lawyer and a politician, and was eventually appointed Lord Chancellor of England. He married and had 4 children. His wife died when the children were still young, and he married again soon after. And just when everything was looking very settled, he was imprisoned and executed for his religious beliefs. His vocation, as you can see, took many twists and turns. But how do we know what to do? What are the signs? Well, the normal way that God speaks to us is through the deepest desires of our hearts. The simplest sign of a vocation is attraction. It's a bit like falling in love. You feel an attraction, a pull, to marriage or to priesthood or whatever. The idea keeps coming back to mind. It seems to fit. It brings you joy. A friend of mine called Sally joined a community when she was a young woman. She said, I realized that when I was with them, I was at home. I felt a deep peace. I was completely free. I was, she said, the best of myself. God can speak to us in different ways. When we pray, when we read the Bible, when we talk to people, when something unexpected happens. Sometimes we get a feeling that He is saying something to us. It seems like a sign. But sometimes it's not like falling in love. It can be a deep, dark knowledge that we need to do something, a sense of obligation that we didn't choose or that we can't explain. God can take us by surprise. He did this when He appeared to St. Paul on the road to Damascus in a blinding flash of light. Above all, we need to pray for guidance and for a generous heart, and then to be open to God's will. If you are single, It doesn't mean your life is on hold until you discover a lifelong vocation. Your life has immense value right now. You are called to holiness right now. You can trust that in this moment, this is where you are meant to be, and that God has great plans for your future. He has not forgotten you. John Henry Newman wrote these words to himself when he needed reassurance. He said, "God knows me and calls me by my name. God has created me to do him some definite service. He has committed some work to me which he has not committed to another. I have my mission. I may never know it in this life, but I shall be told it in the next. I am a link in a chain, a bond of connection between persons. He has not created me for naught. I shall do good, I shall do his work." These beautiful words are true for each one of us.